Hey everybody, welcome to a quick Starfield tutorial video. This game doesn't do a very good job at explaining how the Outpost building really works, and if you're new to Bethesda's base building mechanics, then it can be a little bit confusing. So I figured I would upload a very basic tutorial on the base building mechanic. So obviously if you've been playing the game at all, you'll see at the bottom here it says when you open up your scanner, you can open up or press the X button to place an outpost beacon. So in this area, we'll move over here where we can place. I might actually use this just to get some argon, but basically, place your outpost beacon, and then it will allow you to place different extractors. Basically, I'm going to go to this view because it's a little bit easier to see. But basically, depending on the map, which area of the map you decide to build on, it will determine what you can build. So, for example, we could build a water extractor anywhere in our map, but we can only build the argon extractor in this blue or gray area here. So, some of them allow you to build multiple very close, and some of them you can only build one or two per little circle, basically. Like this one, as you can see, we can't place anywhere close like that, but once we get up to, let's see, where can we place it? It might have to do with the there, see, so we can build here, I think. So you can build two. So let's go ahead and build two, and then you do need power supplies. So as you can see in the bottom there, it says we need 10 power to run our two extractors. So just for the heck of it, I'm just going to place the power supplies right beside them. And you can obviously unlock more advanced power, like you can get these wind turbines, fuel generators, stuff like that. And I'm sure there's probably more that you can get down the line as well. So we are good on that. And then basically at this point, the extractors are going to start extracting immediately. But in order to get our resources at this point, we're going to have to basically run up to each machine and just grab the resources from the actual extractor itself. There probably won't be any in there yet. Yeah, see, so it's empty so far, but if we place a bed or whatever, or rest, then it will give us some argon. But if you want to start sending resources in between your settlements, or just want them stored in a specific thing, you can go back to your base building and purchase a storage container. So as you can see, argon is, I believe, liquid or gas. I can't remember. Let me just check quickly. Argon is a gas, yeah. So I don't actually have the copper to purchase a gas storage container, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. So basically what you would do is you would place this anywhere, basically, and then you can press R2, or RT, I guess it is on Xbox. I'm a PlayStation player, so it's still a little bit fresh. But press RT, and it will allow you to create a link with this red line, and you would click that R2 again into your storage unit, and it would immediately start sending your resources into the storage unit that you placed. And then from there you can actually go through to the end over here in this menu, and you could build a cargo link, which we also don't have enough resources for. But this would allow you to, I'll kind of go into this zone so you can see, as you can see here, you have two crates on it. One for incoming resources and one for outgoing resources. So if you wanted to send, let's say, your argon to a different base, you would basically have to build one of these cargo links at a different base, or if you're going into a different star system, you could use this one to send it to a different star system. But this one requires helium fuel. As you can see at the back by the stairs there, there's a little storage container for your helium. But this one doesn't require any fuel, so I would recommend doing this first until you get a good helium supply. But you would send your resources, so if you're not planning on keeping your argon that you just extracted at this base, you could just immediately link it to the red crate there on the bottom right of this cargo link, and it would immediately start sending a ship to the opposite. Once you access the computer, that's sort of at the front there. You can see it by the stairs, right beside the crates on the right, or the left, I guess it would be now. And there's actually, I think there's one on the other end as well, but you would basically access that computer in order to choose which base gets to receive the incoming resources for your base. And then in doing that, you can also you can build these, where are they? Right here, fabricators. So you'll have many different ones. These will allow you to build the crafting components. Not necessarily, you won't necessarily have access to all of these at the beginning. You'll have to do a lot of research and stuff like that in order to get access to them, and put points into your Outpost engineering in order to get access to them. But you can basically build these, feed resources to them, and then they will output different things. So as you can see, these ones produce frames, manifolds, comm relay, isocentered magnet, isotopic coolant, like all sorts of different things that you'll need for your research and building and stuff like that. Like, look at these: drilling rig, molecular sieve, Parmagnon conductor, like a lot of random stuff like that. But that's pretty much all there really is to the base building. And obviously you'll have the other options of building workbenches, all that sort of stuff. And the only other thing I would suggest too is maybe separating. What I did in this current game that I'm actually playing right now is I have basically my storage for resources is a completely separate outpost than my extractors. So I have a few storage containers on my extractors outposts, but I send them immediately using a cargo link to a base that is basically just storage containers, and I just keep thousands and thousands of iron, aluminum, tungsten, all that type of stuff on that base that I can just go to anytime and grab it. And another quick tip too is to eventually, once you start getting thousands of each resource, I would highly recommend that you probably start storing them in the unlimited storage chest that's in the lodge that you find at the very beginning of the game, because then you can actually just keep track of all of your resources in one spot and then just kind of deliver them to different bases as they need, kind of thing. But yeah, guys, that about does it for the outpost building, for basically just for basic resources. Like, this is there's a lot of advanced things you can do as well once you get into the you know, the planting and growing and all that type of stuff. So but yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully you find this video helpful, because I know the beginning, the base building can be a little bit confusing, especially if you've never played a Bethesda game before. So yeah, take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.